Good day. I am Mikel Goldones, and this is my final laboratory exercise in the course Data Communications and Networking 1. And we've come a long way, so let us make this last video discussion meaningful, at least for the laboratory exercise, since I still have a course project in this course coming up. So, anyway, in this particular exercise, I was tasked to pick up where I left off of from our laboratory exercise number 4, which involves three PCs, a switch, and two routers, which is over here. And then I was asked to configure it in order for the routers to be able to simulate a WAN or wide area network link. So I was asked to configure the IP addresses. So as I can see over here, the network addresses are being I was asked to add the following network addresses into the RIP, or also called known as routing information protocol. So here I was able to set the respective network addresses. That is for router 2, and for router 1 it is over here. And then I was also asked to configure our port, our serial 000 port with the following IP address and subnet mask. So that is correct. And let me check for the second Cisco router. There we go. And now I believe we can simulate this wide area network to see how it to see the status of its connectivity. So let us do just that right now. Okay, so uh, we can see what is happening over here after a brief intermission from that is this is the from what happened a while ago, the packet burning or something. This is the actual simulation taking place right now. The packet um originates from Cisco router 1 and then goes to Cisco router 2 and to the hub, which of course directs the data packet to PC0, PC1, and PC2. And afterwards, the process repeats with the packet burning over here. And let's continue to see what happens, since a while ago while I simulated it off camera, Cisco 2 eventually replied with its own data packet and sent back to Cisco 1. And so our packet has just dropped. And here, this is what I was talking about. Cisco 2 finally responded to Cisco 1 with its own corresponding data packet, which thankfully the Cisco 1 router did not drop. And so the process continues. Let us watch it a little bit more before we move on to our evaluation questions. All right. So I believe that is enough of the simulation, and let us go to our evaluation or the questions for the evaluation of our network. So the first question is the difference between a LAN and a WAN connection. And that is easy because a LAN is just a local area network, which means the connection of a devices between a limited geographic area, and because it is limited, therefore the connection is faster and more secure as compared to a WAN or a wide area network, which spans a much larger geographic area and connects multiple LANs, which as a result leads to slower network connections and as compared to LANs, and the need of course to use more routers due to the long distance communication. Next question is it possible to establish communication between devices within the same network? And yes, that is indeed possible through, of course, the LAN. So they have to be connected to the same network or the local area network in order to be able to share files or resources. And now for number three, why is it important to configure the router? So configuring a router helps set up network parameters such as IP address or subnet masks and gateways, which can enable communication between different networks while setting up firewalls, encryption, and passwords to keep the network secure. So basically, a router is responsible for managing traffic between different devices in order to ensure smooth and efficient communication and therefore keep them orderly whenever data packets are being moved throughout the network. And finally, what can I conclude based on the simulation and the other questions in our evaluation? Well, I can conclude that knowing how networks work, such as LAN and WAN, and being able to configure our devices properly, such as what I did with the routing information protocol, setting it up, it is essential to establish and maintain reliable communication across different device systems and geographic locations. Furthermore, understanding the IP addresses and subnetting also ensures that devices can communicate effectively within and outside the network. So that is it for our final laboratory exercise in data communications and networking one. It has been a good time making these videos, I'm not gonna lie. I have truly grown to learn a lot about networking, and I believe I am prepared to create my own humble or my own humble miniature network for what may be the requirements for the course project. So thank you for watching.